Hey folks, so in this video I'm going to be talking about why I believe antinatalism is an absolute philosophy to me, or rather it is a philosophy that I will not be changing my mind on. It's pretty much stapled to to the values that I hold. And with any philosophy or belief that a person might have, only that person can determine the value and the weight of his conviction. I can't answer what antinatalism is to you or somebody else. I can only tell you the gravity of what it means to me. So in this video, everything that I say about it is me giving my opinion on why it is an absolute truth to me. It might not be to you or somebody else, and that's fine because I'm not here to persuade you either way it goes. You will be your own person, and I'll get more into that later. But for me, the main reason why I adopt the antinatalist philosophy goes deeper to my greater philosophy of world rejection. Uh, I am at odds with the existence of the material physical world itself. The whole gambit of physical existence is wrong to me. It is something that is not pleasant. It is not desirable. It is not a state that is worthy of adoration or praise. It's unsalvageable. To me, perfect example is the human body by itself. We live with this organism that has to eat, shit, piss, have needs, have wants. You have to satisfy those needs and wants because if you don't, it leads to suffering. And you have to upkeep it. It corrodes over time and it breaks down. So, in that sense, it is a state of degradation. The human body, the human existence, is a state of inherent degradation. It will corrode, it will break down, it will be corrupted over time. And to me, it is already corrupt because of the very nature of its material makeup. The very fact that the body is limited. You can't snap your fingers and leave. You can't just will yourself out of it. You're stuck. It's a shell. It's like a prison for your consciousness. Is the only way that I could possibly put it. That makes sense to me. It feels that way. And it has always felt that way to me ever since I was a child. I never understood why anybody would consciously pass this off onto someone else. I never understood it, not even as a kid. For me, all it took to have this realization was paying attention to my own body and paying attention to what human beings have to go through and what it means to be human. And on every level, I cannot find one example as to why this state is anything other than a gross thing of drudgery. There is nothing admirable about it on a deep level. Yes, I mean, on the exterior, you see a person, they're attractive, they're hot. I get that. I mean, I'm a bisexual male. I understand that. You see a lady or a guy, though they have a really nice body, ooh, whoop-de-doo. But then I remember that what I'm looking at is just the outer shell. Just like nature. You look at nature, you see its outer shell. But if you look underneath all that grass and trees and beautiful things, you see the carcasses. You see the entrails. You see the wars. You see the insects devouring each other. And just like that, I see the human being the same way. On the outside, we may be very appealing to look at. But when you look at the inside and you consider the functions that are happening in each and every one of the bodies that you see, it's grotesque. The human body is really a sewer system. You put stuff in, Stuff gets excreted out. You have all these toxins that you have to worry about, diseases that fester in the body and leave sores that you can't always see, or all sorts of things. It's a very unpleasant experience. The flesh, in its nature, is unpleasant. It's crude. It's rugged. It has this insatiable aspect to it because it can never be satisfied. You're never going to eat enough food. You're never going to have enough pleasure. You're never going to have enough satisfaction because it's going to always require more, more, and more. It's going to always require that you fulfill these things over and over and over and over again for as long as you live. So again, it's a sense of drudgery. You have to do this. And that's how I view it. I view it as a chore, as a condition. It's not something that appeals to me. It's something that I have to deal with because, unfortunately, other human beings were able to make the choice to bring me into it. And so now I have to deal with the decision that they made on my behalf without my knowledge. So I have to deal with the consequences of it. But when I say that I fundamentally hate everything about this place, I mean that in a very real way, in a way that is very real, very tangible. And I understand that other human beings are going to feel the opposite way, and that's perfectly fine. I've come to the conclusion recently, and I've been getting to that conclusion steadily over the years, that human beings are a different class within a species. There are different types of human beings. We are not all the same. We might have the same makeup physically. We might have the same needs and the same faculties. But in many other ways and more deeper aspects, we are not the same class. There are people who feel wonderful about the world. They love everything about it. They love this place. They love the body. They love the physical nature of existence. They find it comforting. They find beauty in it. They find desire in it. They think that this is a desirable state that can be salvaged, that can be fixed. And Earth is their home. They love it here. They love this place. They love everything about it. And for them, the world isn't such a bad place after all. And I can't be upset at them about that. I won't be upset at them about that because that is according to their nature. That is who they are. They are earthbound people. They love the earth. They love everything about it. They love the world. That's their prerogative. Just like you see a dog that barks, you're not going to be mad at the dog because it barks. The dog is going to bark because that is its nature. Likewise, these people who love the world and love earth and love everything about physical existence and see nothing wrong with it, that's just their nature. They can't change that. That's who they are. Similarly, this is who I am and who I have always been. I oppose physical existence. I despised material limitation. The fact that I have to eat shit and piss and desire things and want things and have attractions that I didn't ask for, but they are there and I deal with it. So you have humans who love the place, you have other humans who hate it and want nothing to do with it, but we are forced to be here. We can't snap our fingers and leave the world. I wish it would work like that. You know what I think? I think the only people who should be on this planet indefinitely are the ones who want to be. The people who love this place, the people who think it's great and wonderful, they should be the only ones to live on the planet. And the rest of us, if it were a fair game, should just be able to snap our fingers and get the fuck out of here. Because it's a disgusting place that we hate. We don't like it. It's an annoyance. That's the best way I can put it. Life on Earth, life in a human body, specifically, feels like an annoyance that you just want to get out of. You don't want any part of it. And I belong to that class of being who wants no part of this. I despise whatever this is, and I would rather see it destroyed than to participate in it. But I don't have that kind of power, which is probably a good thing for the world lovers. You know, it would just rain on their parade if I could snap my fingers and fuck this planet up to the point of non-sustainability for any life, but I can't do that. So yeah, that's pretty much how I feel about it. I don't think that there is anything to be salvaged. Uh, the human condition is a bad condition. It is something that is gross, that has no appeal to me. Um, it's false glamour. It looks nice in some aspects. It might sound nice in some other aspects. Look, taste, smell, all that shit. It's all surface. But underneath all of it, you just see the ugly, crude matter of everything. And it repulses me. And so that repulsion leads me to my conclusion that there is nothing here to be had. This is an empty place that offers nothing really. Nothing of value can be gained from the world or offered by it. It's all surface level shit. Bullshit. So for me, that's what it is. That's the condition that the earth is in. That's the condition that the human body is in. And so for me, that's why the philosophy is a complete, it's an absolute rejection of what this is. So that's what I have to say about it. But like I said, only a person can determine what their philosophy means to them. They can't say what it means to somebody else. So you have to answer what this philosophy means to you. But to me, that's what it is. It's a greater part of my overall rejection to this disgusting shit show that we call life on Earth. So, so that's it. So I hope you guys like the video. Leave a comment on what you think. Until next time.